Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Greyman Operations. So this video is my full review on the Origin X Reflex Micro Red Dot by Akra. Now I've been running this Red Dot for the past few months, but before I get into telling you more about that, at the end of this video, one of our lucky patrons will be winning either a Canik Meta SF or a Canik MC9. Now, the patron who wins gets to choose, and when you choose either one of the firearms, you're also going to get a Stealth Kydex holster as well as a mechanic Red Dot. And the amazing thing about being a patron is with these sort of giveaways, you get an entry for every month that you've been a patron. So it's almost never too late to enter. And this is the second Canik, the second firearm that we're giving away this year, but we'll be giving away another 2. So in total, it's like 4 firearms that we're giving away this year. So if you want to stand a chance to win some of the amazing gear we give away monthly, and you're watching this on YouTube, it's the first link down below in the video description. And if you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, it's the first comment. Now, this is my first Red Dot that the brightness doesn't automatically adjust, and I found that I really like that. If you're running an automatically brightness adjusting Red Dot, you don't really notice the difference until you run a manually adjusting Red Dot. With an automatically brightness adjusting Red Dot, what it does is it basically tries to make the Red Dot as sharp as possible by making it as dim as possible and trying to keep the Red Dot as visible as possible in your lighting condition. So I've been running it on brightness setting 7, and I find that this is like the sweet spot. I find that it runs comfortably in daytime, in nighttime, indoor range, outdoor range. Because I wear glasses, I like having a Red Dot, because in low light situations and especially at night, I'm going to struggle to find my iron sights. And even with a weapon mounted light, I like the Red Dot. I like that I can be more target focused, that I don't have to stress about all the visual work around having to find my iron sight. Then onto the survivability of the Red Dot. Now, I've run 500 to 700 rounds with this Red Dot. I don't shoot as much as Ryan. He shoots a lot more than me, but I've had absolutely no issues with the Zero. What I did have to do though is I had to replace my battery, and I did find that when you have to replace the battery, you have to remove the Red Dot. And you remove the Red Dot, replace the battery, put it back on, and then I found that I had to re-zero the dot. Something that I do like about the Red Dot is it has a 4-minute auto shut-off function. So basically, when you are not using your firearm for 4 minutes, it's going to shut off, and as immediately when you pick up your firearm or you need to use it, your Red Dot is there and working. I definitely consider this an EDC optic and not a duty optic. Just judging by the build and construction of this Red Dot, you can tell that it's not going to survive a drop test or heavy beating. However, I did find that with a thin optical shroud, being target focused, finding my Red Dot and having almost nothing obstructing my view, the thin optical shroud was so much better. Now, I've looked through some of Ryan's Red Dots, which have much more body, much more bulk. And when you are being target focused, you kind of see the outline. And so I really appreciate the thin optical shroud because I can be target focused. All I'm really seeing is my dot. There's nothing else that's blurring my vision, if that makes sense. I do also like that this Red Dot's window is slightly taller than my previous Red Dot. And I find that when I am shooting, my Red Dot often comes from the top of my window down. So I'm seeing it quicker. It's a very minute and small difference, but it's definitely something that I noticed and picked up. And so when you move over to larger optics, this is something that you can see. Now, there is an updated 2.0 version that Ryan has and he has been testing. And he's been running that for a few months, put quite a few rounds through it. But he is going to bring you a full review on that. Something I picked up when we were at the range and doing some transitions, shooting from left to right on the targets. I didn't have any dot flicker. The Red Dot remained crisp and clear throughout, but that's pretty much what you can expect from modern day Red Dot. Let me show you what you get in the box when you purchase one and some of the key features. Origin X Reflex Micro Red Dot, a riser plate, multi-tool, and multiple screws for fitment. It's important to note that the CR2032 battery is not included. The window size is 21 by 16 millimeters and the red dot is 3 MOA. There are 10 levels of brightness settings and you get around 50,000 hours of battery life. The mounting footprint is RMSC. I want to just add that Akra is actually a South African owned company. And so because of that, we feel a sense of patriotism towards them, and we definitely want to support them and see them grow, and we wish them well. But what we truly and really like about them is that they are making red dots affordable, bringing in many options, and with there being different options and more options, that then creates competition. And when there's competition, there are better prices, and it just makes it so much more accessible to a wider variety of people. If you want to check out any of Akra's red dots and their products, I will leave their link down below. And guys, don't forget to join us on Patreon. We give away absolutely amazing gear every month. And later in the year, I think in about a month and a half, we're giving away another firearm.
Okay guys, so here we are. I mean, look at this from Tyrone. Tyrone is one of our very first patrons, and that's the amount of entries this guy has. Look at Sheldon, Travis, these are all the OGs, Devan, Caleb, all the OGs from way back. I mean, these guys are my freaking heroes. So I'm going to copy all these names, and as you can see, pretty much everyone has multiple entries, except for the guys who just joined like this month. And the reason for that is, like Michel said, when we do these big draws like firearms and things like that, you get an entry for every single month you were a patron. So even if you don't win this month, your chances continually improve. And like Michel said earlier on, we're going to be doing 2 more firearm giveaways in 2025, and they're just going to get better. So I'm going to take all these names. Man, we're nearly there. Come on, son. There we go. I'm going to copy them and then paste them into our name randomizer, which is going to assign a number and randomize the order of the names. So we've got 4,413 names, and if I go to our Excel spreadsheet, we've got 4,413. So I'm just going to do a test quickly just to show you. This is the random number generator we're going to use. I'm going to put a 0 value as the minimum and 4414 as the maximum. I just want to show you guys that this thing generates random numbers. Okay, I cannot control what it's going to be. And so this was just a test one to show you. I'm going to open a new window and do the actual draw. Random number generator. Okay, so 0 to 4414. And this number that it lands on is going to be the actual winner who's going to get to choose between the Canik MC9 or the Canik Meta SF with red dot plus holster. And the winner is number 3,319. So if we come back to our name randomizer where these names were randomized, wait, I'm going to have to scroll differently here. 3,319. Let's keep going. 2,000, 3,000, 3,000. What was it? 3319. 3319 is going to be Nico Bothmer. So well done to you, Nico. I will reach out to you on Patreon and we can make arrangements, and you're going to get to choose between that Canik Meta SF or Canik MC9. Remember guys, we're doing 2 more of these this year, plus continual monthly giveaways from next month onwards. So if you are a patron, you're going to get a chance to win every single month. That's it guys. Let's switch the view and end off.
That's it guys. Have a good week. Be safe. Train hard. Cheers. God bless.